We are back on MorningLine. Wanted to shift gears. Every year around this time, we're talking about what I consider to be the best fundraising event in terms of just the most unique and downright fun for a fantastic cause. Things have changed a bit this year with regard to Soup Sunday that we'll get into because of the pandemic. But yes, there is still going to be an effort moving forward because it is a very important fundraiser for our kids. And to talk more about that's the executive director of Our Kids, Sue Ford-White. To know her is to love her. Good morning to you, ma'am. It's nice to see you, and I was happy to hear. I did wonder. I know last year, Soup Sunday, just a wonderful event. This year, what do we think? With the pandemic, I was really, and by the way, last year, we did have it last year? Did we have it last year? We did.
It was, yes, and it was brilliant.
Yeah,
we got right underneath the wire of the pandemic.
That's it.
Coming upon us.
Okay, and I'm sorry, because I was part of it. It's funny, time just flies. I knew we had it, and afterward, and then we get into the pandemic, one of the things I truly thought about was what's going to happen with Soup Sunday if we're not out of this, as this dragged on. So is it still going to go on? What is the plan, Sue?
Yes, it's still going to go on, Nick, because our kids, we are resilient, we're creative, and we're scrappy, just like the restaurant industry in Nashville. And our heart's desire at this point, because we can't have 1,500 guests at Club Level West Nissan Stadium, we wanted to find the best mesh point between helping the restaurants and getting traffic into the restaurants again, and acknowledging how much they have struggled and how brave they have been. But we also need to raise money for our kids. And so we have come up with, I think, just a wonderful idea, which is Soup Sunday Homestyle. So if you go to ourkidscenter.com, you will see the ways that people can participate. But this year we've got two very special things. We've got a passport concept, which is there are 21 restaurants who are in the passport element, and that is you can go to any one of these restaurants and you can get a free cup of soup if you order any other item. And that's compatible with takeout or dine-in. So it's wonderful. And we have restaurants in the downtown Gulch area, West End, Green Hills, Bellevue, West Nashville, Cool Springs and Franklin, and other. And it's just fantastic. And so we want to get the traffic back into the restaurants. They wanted to participate with us. We also have some of the restaurants, there are 15 restaurants who are creating 10 gallons of soup.
Awesome.
Like they normally would for Soup Sunday. And we're going to sell them. We are selling them presently online. And so, 40 quarts from each restaurant. We have already sold 450 quarts.
Oh, that is so great. That is great. Because well, listen, Sue, real quick.
It's a 3-quart minimum.
Okay, 3 quart. Listen, we just have like a minute and a half left real quickly, and I'm glad you laid it out, and I'll continue to promote it up through the day and push it as much as we can for you. But real quick, just if you can synopsize for us in just about a minute, talk about what Our Kids does so we can let people know what this money is supporting.
Our Kids provides medical forensic evaluations and crisis counseling in response to child sexual abuse. Nurse practitioners and social workers are on call 24/7, and we serve 47 counties in Middle Tennessee. And I want to say one more thing. Ford is our title sponsor. They've been the big hero this time around.
Great.
Again, and we are just really, really thankful.
Fantastic. Listen, Sue, I just want to say I'll be a part of this and whatever we can do to help. And I'm glad you mentioned this because I can think of there's some wonderful charities and organizations. There's nothing, that I think hits home more than what Our Kids does. And I hope people, even if you don't like soup, buy some to support Our Kids. But I'll tell you, the soup is great. Do I get to judge this year?
Yeah, well, we've asked you to. We would love for you to.
Okay.
We would love for you to.
Okay.
Nick.
Yes.
You bring honor. You bring honor to investigative reporting. You help us be braver together. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Hey, listen, it's very nice to see you, and anything we can do leading up to it, we'll continue to promote it. But I'm glad you could come on, and let's go Soup Sunday, and let's hope next year we're back again and doing it in person.
Exactly.
All right. Sue Ford-White, thank you so much for joining us, Executive Director of Our Kids. We'll take a break. I'll be right back with a programming note about tomorrow right after this.